Hi, I'm Kathy. This week I want to talk about a layered curriculum strategy. I know a lot of teachers, when they're starting layered curriculum or they're interested in starting a layered curriculum classroom, one of the big questions is, how do I do the oral defense? Oral defense backs up one of those three keys to layered curriculum, which is the accountability piece. We need to hold students accountable for learning the objective, because in layered curriculum we state the objective, give kids a couple choices how they want to meet that, but the accountability piece comes in this oral defense. They need to be able to demonstrate that they have actually learned the objective, and in fact the grades, the marks, are based on whether or not they learn, not so much on doing the assignment. So the questions I get from teachers is, how do you actually do this? What are the other students doing while you're doing oral defense? What do the students do while they're waiting for you to come around? Because you're going to start in one spot in your classroom and move very sequentially around the room until you get to all the students. So the students need to continue to work on their assignments until you get to them, or if they finish the assignment, they need to know to move on to another one. So when you come to a child, you can just ask them if they have something that needs to be marked today. Hi, Cole. Do you have anything I need to be grading? This mapping project?
Yep.
This was learning the countries of Central America. Do you feel pretty good about it? You think you know them? Yeah? You need to look over them a little bit, or you're good?
Pretty good.
You're good. Okay, let's see what you got. They look labeled well. I think you did a great job. One of the other things you want to do is don't talk to a child from a standing position. Standing and looking down on the student is very intimidating for them, and it can be very stressful, and so it's hard for them to think. Always pull a chair up and sit at eye level with them. Also, especially in the beginning of the year, try to avoid making direct eye contact with the student, because that can put them ill at ease too. So spend most of your time looking at the actual assignment and just have sort of an informal conversation with them. All right, Cole, so you're ready to get this marked off. I'm going to ask you a couple of questions, okay? What country is north of Panama? Maybe you should have looked over it a little bit, huh? How about if I tell you it's Costa Rica? Remember that? Can you tell me what country's north of Costa Rica?
Argentina.
No, not Argentina. Maybe you need to take this and look over it a little bit more, huh? Can you tell me any of the countries on the map?
No.
I think it's time to look over this a little bit more. This is a common occurrence, especially early in the year. Students have done the assignment, and they're very accustomed, coming from a traditional classroom, of having done the assignment, so they're finished with it. When in reality, they didn't learn the objective, which is to learn the countries and their locations in Central America. And so frequently this will happen. You'll come, you'll sit down with a student, and you realize that they really didn't prepare for this, they're not prepared for it, and they didn't earn any other points. And this can be a real time waster from the teacher's standpoint, and so your time gets away from you. So one of the things you might want to do is suggest to the kids, or even insist to the kids, that they get a buddy, a peer that will pre-quiz them. So I might say, when you're finished with this mapping project, you need to buddy up with a classmate and get your classmate to quiz you and ask you 3 or 4 questions about your map. And when your buddy says you're ready, then I'll come over and grade you. So a lot of times you will have to send the assignment back to the student, because once again the points are awarded for the learning, not for actually doing the assignment. Once the child does get the assignment signed off, we can go ahead and sign it right on their unit sheet. Where's your unit sheet today, Cole? Right over here. So we can find the assignment on their unit sheet, and you can go ahead and sign it off and put the points on that and hand that back to them. You don't actually need to record that yourself. You can have them monitor their grades right on their unit sheet. So you're going to study this a little bit more, and I'll be back in a few minutes, okay? Take a look at it. For more information, go to brains.org.